Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. So yeah, my nail's broken, whatever, whoop-de-doo. Okay, that was my ex. Okay, so basically you guys, Aileen dropped a video basically of what happened with her ex-husband, actually current husband, I don't know, but she's staying with the man. You guys, she decided to drop this long ass video explaining everything that happened, and at the end of the video she says she's staying. And, I'm never gonna knock a girl for like going to God. She's honestly been really back with God, getting closer to God and everything. She's been really praying on the situation. I just personally feel like it's easier to get back with a man that's like promising you things from jail. Like, obviously, her husband is in jail right now, you guys. Let's not forget that. But let's go over what she said basically happened between her and her husband that she's back with. That we all know, remember, this is the same guy that stabbed her. Okay? Keep in mind.
Because I know for sure I'm going to get judged so bad after I post this video. I'm just about to expose what it's like being with an athlete. There's so much that these guys do, and it's so sad because I see it, and I'm telling you guys, all of them cheat on their girlfriends. All of them. Every single one.
I just want to keep it noted that she says like athletes are like this and this is how they move crazy. I guarantee you, like, if he gets out of jail and he continues to be an athlete, they will continue to cheat. Like, I guarantee you it. He's going to continue to cheat. But he's, like, locked up. So, of course, he's probably saying whatever he needs to say right now. It's, like, called jail talk. If he's out in the open, he's probably moving freely. I'm not trying to judge the relationship, though. But I'm just saying, like, it's so hard to tell that he's changed when he's in jail right now. He's in jail right now. Like, you think he changed in jail, girl? Like, no, he's in there freaking out wall to wall.
And when I tell you guys, every single one of them has a girl back home. They all have a girl back home. Have forgave him for everything. I just feel like at first I couldn't. I really genuinely couldn't. And I didn't understand why I couldn't.
Right there, it's her first initial reaction is like, I don't understand why I couldn't forgive him. It's because in our heart we know it's wrong and we don't deserve that and we need to move on. And I know it's harder for her because she has so many kids and then she had a kid with this guy. It's like harder for her to move on because now it's like a kid's involved. And that's why I always say, guys, wait. But it's too late for that now. But regardless, you still deserve way more. And like, I totally understand her because like the story that she told, I feel like so many people could relate to being cheated on. Because I'm not going to lie, you guys, her story, honestly, like, when she was telling it, I was like, wow, we're all really going through the same shit. Like, same thing with me. Like, I'm going to talk about it on my channel soon. But, like, my ex had went to Mexico and was cheating on me when he went to Mexico. It's, like, always these trips. Like, why are guys always cheating on the trips, bro? You can't control yourself. Like, okay, no trips. Honestly, now I'm scarred in a relationship. If a guy tells me he's going on a trip, it's like, oh, we're done. Let's break up with me now. Let's just wrap it up right now.
Hated him. When I tell you guys, I couldn't even be with this man because I had so much hate towards him, and I would try so hard like to forgive him and let the past go, but I couldn't. Honestly, God was the only person that could heal me and help me genuinely forgive him and be so at peace.
Honestly, I love what she says here. She's like, I can forgive him because of God. Now, God wants us to forgive people. He does, okay? Like, he does want that. But just because, like, we forgive people doesn't mean we have to let them, like, in our life or, like, continue to disrespect us. Like, I can forgive somebody without letting them disrespect me again. Set boundaries. Like, I don't have any hate in my heart for you, but it's not going to work out. And, like, honestly, I feel for her because she still needs to go through this cycle. It's a cycle because we have to know, you guys, this guy is young. Okay, this guy's young. He's going to do it again. Like, I'm so sorry. He's going to cheat on you again. And you have to have it in your heart that's like, I forgive you, but I need to move on. And you can do that. Forgiveness can come with moving on. Now, she's not going to realize this because, like, again, any one of our friends can tell us this. We know that. People are telling me. You guys are telling me. Did I listen? No. We have to keep going through the cycle like ourselves to finally be like, okay, and had enough. And once we hate them, like not hate, like not hate, but once we've had enough, because she's gonna like feel the hatred all over again when he does it again, you guys. She's going to realize maybe it's not like this year, maybe it's not the next year. The rest of your life with this guy, it's gonna happen again, just based on the history. For me, it's just like they don't change overnight, and they don't change overnight in jail either, okay? If someone's really going to change, I truly believe you need to have an actual proper break, be separated for a while. And I'm not talking about like separated that he's in jail separated, because that's separation is not by choice. Separated, and he needs to live his life single. You need to live your life single and really heal and really focus. And then if you guys want to come back in the future, then maybe I can believe in change. But like, he's in jail right now, girl, because he tried to like take you out. The man's not mentally okay. He couldn't control his anger. This is not a man that can control his anger.
First off, that should have been a red flag. I met him at the club, in a 21 and over club, by the way. I did not know his age because he lied to me. I didn't find out his age until I was already pregnant. That's when he told me the truth of how old he was. I've never actually even heard of a guy lying about their age.
These are like the kind of red flags that we look over. So it's like when you found out that he lied about his age, that should already tell you what kind of a guy he is, okay? A guy that lies about his age is not a truthful man. There you go, right there. I'm telling you, you'll think things are small. Oh, he just lied about his age. If he lies about that, if they lie about the small things, they'll lie about the big things, okay, babe? If it's a small thing and you brush it off, it's like, oh, well, it was small. That man's a liar, and he got caught for a small lie. He will lie big. If they lie small, they will lie big. And that's like something we've all had to learn. I've learned that. It's no, I'm not, none of my videos are to be like, oh my gosh, she's doing life wrong. No, I love that she posts this, because then we like absorb with them. Because like when we're looking at it from the outside in, it's easier to like spot these things. But when you're in it and you're the one in love with the guy, blind, we're like, oh, well, I love him. So what, he lied about his age? That's not, it's a small thing. But then when you look back, when you're truly over and those rose-colored glasses are off, then you look at those small things, you're like, that man lied about his age. Like, what is wrong with him?
He had left his tablet, which I didn't know that he had left it, like he forgot it. It was on top of the fridge the whole time, and he was logged into his social medias on there. 2 days after he left, 2 days, you guys, not even like a week or two, 2 freaking days. I was cleaning the kitchen, and then all of a sudden I hear like a ding, 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 like going off. And I was like, I didn't think anything of it, and then I kept hearing it. What the hell is that? So then I looked on top of the fridge, right? And I was feeling up there because I also hit the tablet. So I grabbed it, and my heart automatically sunk. Like when I tell you guys it sunk, like I was just like, oh my God, because I saw the girl's picture on Instagram.
Honestly, I respect her so much for sharing her story, because like I think as a girl that's ever been cheated on, we all know that feeling that we get in our chest of like that heart, like your heart sinking, and you're like wow, like that feeling, we all can relate.
Her message said something like bien y tú, like if he had wrote her and they were having a conversation. So my heart dropped, and obviously I knew the password to the tablet, so I opened it and I was reading the conversation, and I was like, okay, I wanted to automatically call him and blow up. Like, what the hell? But I was like, no. Like, I need to be smart and continue reading to see how far he goes. It was so heartbreaking at the time. And I was carrying his child. I was literally like 6, 7 months. I don't remember exactly.
Honestly, I don't wish that on any girl. Like, I don't know what it's like to be carrying someone's child and have that happen, but I know what it's like to be cheated on. So that alone, like, girl, that she is so strong. Like, what this girl had to go through, I'm not even gonna lie, like, that is so heartbreaking. I feel so bad for her, because it's like to get pregnant and then have that happen. That's why I'm saying, you guys, please wait before you have like kids with these men. I know like you don't always get to choose that, but at least more than a year to really like feel it out, especially a guy. I know she didn't find out that he lied about the age, but it's a complicated situation. This is why you really need to know who you're with, because you don't know if they're a serial liar. People can keep up lies for like at least a year. I'd say at least like 1 to 2 years. Okay, then it's harder to keep up. Like, I'm sure you would have found out about the lying of the age thing eventually if we gave it more time. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Give things time. We're not in a rush, you guys. We're not in a rush. Stop thinking we're in a rush.
And then he calls me. When he calls me, I lost it. I was like, what the hell? I was screaming. I was crying. I was like, I read all you. Because he was like, what are you talking about? Like, you're crazy. He was like, I'm not talking to anybody. This and that. He's like, don't even start. And I was like, I see all your messages. I have your tablet. You forgot your tablet. Automatically, you guys, he hangs up. And he goes and he changes his passwords. He changed his password to his to his Instagram, and then he changed all his social media passwords. But what he didn't know was that his email was signed into the tablet, and all I had to do was get the code from the email, and I can get back in. He didn't know that. After that, I didn't tell him nothing because I was like, I want to see what you're doing.
Right there with it, like dealing with a cheater, like I know exactly how it is. They'll never admit it. And one thing about a cheater, they will like never admit it. Okay, you could have the proof in front of you and they'll be like, no, like, and that's the thing, they don't own up to it. Someone that's really sorry, okay, in the Bible it says like you have to like confess your sin, own up to it, repent. That's what true repentance is you guys, is like, you know, being able to confess. Okay, if you can't confess your sin and you can't confess what you've done, you don't have true repentance, because you have to actually be like, you know what, I gotta know what I did wrong. If you think it's not wrong and then you're just trying to hide it and you're trying to deny your sin, you deny it, it's not true repentance. So like I really love that she's getting so into God. Like I really love that. But as you can see, this guy is not having true repentance. He's not like, oh my gosh, like, you know, I'm sorry, like I have a problem, I need help, like I really want to work through this. Hiding it means you're going to do it again and you're not sorry for it, you're just sorry you got caught. He's sorry he got caught because therefore he hangs up, changes all his passwords. That's not being sorry. Being sorry is, you know what, I'm gonna delete everything, keep my passwords, we need to work on this. Keep all my passwords. You're going to have my passwords to everything from now on. I want to fix this. I'm sorry. Yes, I did that. I don't know what I was thinking at all. I'm sorry. Have my passwords. It's open. Got to be open and honest now. Like once there's cheating, there needs to be like sacrifice. Like to me, I believe once you cheat, it's over. But in the rare cases that like, hey, like, you know, if a guy's really going to change, maybe I don't believe it personally just because of what I've been through. I don't believe a guy will change. There needs to be changes now, sacrifices. Okay, true repentance. I'm sorry, I did that. Here's the passwords now. Anytime you want my location, like we need to have more, like, you know, more stuff now. Like more consequences because of what I did. So we got to rebuild the trust. Changing your password right after, that's not going to rebuild trust.
That's what happened. That was the first time. So after that, I went ghost on him. I was like, hell no, like I'm not doing this. I'm not going to stress myself out. I was like, so you're going to be over there for a whole month. So I just ignored him and he flew his ass right back down here. He flew back to Arizona. Literally the next day he was here and he was like, what is wrong with you? Why are you ignoring me? And I was like going off on him.
Oh yeah, just the fact that she's like, that was the first time is just so upsetting to my heart, because like the fact that it's like we let these men have other chances. We care so much about them that we stupidly give them more chances to let them do it again. We let them do it again, you guys. Now I don't know if she's dealing with a narcissist. Like I'm not in a position to diagnose anybody, but literally, like, I know that my ex was a narcissist, so I'm speaking from personal experience. What I've learned about a narcissist is they can't let you go. They won't be able to let you go. So, like, we get confused and we're like, okay, they're fighting for us. They're fighting for the relationship. Whole time, they just need supply. Like, narcissists need supply and they need to have somebody on them all the time. And therefore, they are always talking to different girls and stuff because they have, like, the main supply and then they have the, like, they always need attention. They always need, like, other girls and stuff. And like him going on these trips and like being with other girls, like they have to feed their ego because their ego is so fragile and they really can't be alone. They can't be alone. So therefore him staying over somewhere for a month and then dealing with a bunch of girls, like he can't be loyal. Now the fact that he flew back like that to try and save it is a typical narcissist thing. I don't know if you guys watch my other videos, but I've showed you my ex showing up at my window countless times. Literally, like, shows up to where I am at. Like, they'll show up to where you're at and they'll act crazy, and I mistook it, whatever, you know what I mean. I mistook it for, like, love and that he cares about me. I thought it was caring. So that is something I had to realize and like switch my brain to be like, he doesn't care about me. He cares about losing control. They care about losing control and losing a supply, okay? They're not necessarily caring about you. And they will do whatever to hold on to you because they don't want to feel like the one being discarded. Like they don't want to feel the one being broken up with because like that is also an ego thing. It hurts their ego, okay? And he's not going to change. he will just gaslight you into being like, he comes there and he's like, why are you being like this? Like, they turn it on you. Like a typical narcissist thing, they will turn it on you and be like, why are you acting like this? Meanwhile, he had just cheated on you and you saw that he cheated on you, but now he's like, why? I flew here and you're acting like this? Like, why are you acting like this? Like, I care about us. Doesn't let you go. They do not let you go, you guys, and you have to realize the signs that that's not love. It feels like love because, like, wow, he flew all the way back. He just doesn't want to lose you because he doesn't want to lose the control over you. When they feel the losing control, they freak out. They freak out.
I'm sorry, like I'm gonna do things right, blah, 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 this and that. So he goes back, I have his location and everything, right? So he's literally never leaves his house. He was calling me all the time, like doing things good until like a week and a half, 2 weeks later passed by after Christmas. Because I remember I was still fine with him when he had his Christmas party because he was on FaceTime with me. It was after Christmas, around New Year's time. He goes and I noticed that something was off with him, right? Because I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to the casino with my friend. And I was big pregnant at this time. And he was like, oh, okay, like that's fine. He was still like talking to me and everything. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna stay in. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And then all of a sudden he goes to bed like early, like hella early. And I was like, like, yeah. And then I was like, whatever. And then later he's like, oh, my friend invited me out to the club. So I was like, oh, okay, like that's fine. Like I went out, you know, like I'm not gonna be like, oh no, he can't go out. I was just like, just don't do anything stupid. And he's like, no, I'm not, this and that. He was even FaceTiming me in the beginning when he was at the club. And then later on that night, he stopped answering his calls, right? I left the casino and he stopped answering his calls. I was like, you're at the club, you stopped answering your calls. He was showing me like in the beginning that he was only with guys at his like VIP section. Because one thing about him is he likes to frontear.
I think we can predict how that's gonna go. Like a guy at the club while you're pregnant is just like so crazy, and like just the fact that like you have to be FaceTime, you know, all that stuff. Like it's just like why? Like it's just like why? Like it's just like why? Like, you know what I mean? Like I get that's kind of toxic if you're like, oh, I'm at the casino and then you're there. The whole thing, it just, this is reminding me so much of my toxic relationship, especially when you go out, the guy always feels like they have to go out too, like they have to do something. Oh, you're doing something. Narcissists will feel like they need to get you back for every little thing, and they'll times it by 10. Like that's just what I've dealt with. Okay, whatever you do, even if you didn't do anything, you just go out, they will be like in their mind, I have to one up them. And they're very insecure and they probably think you're cheating. But again, different situation because she's pregnant in this situation, so I don't think he thought that she was cheating. But I feel like probably a guy that knows you're pregnant is like, this is the time to do the worst because she can't get me back. She can't do anything. Like, it's scary out here, you guys. Once you figure out anything about a narcissist, like narcissist traits, you'll realize there's real demons walking among us. Real demons, I'm telling you. It's to even be able to do that to your pregnant girlfriend or whatever is actually just like, you're not a nice person. He lied about his age, is giving red flags. And like the fact that she stayed with him after this story, you guys, I can guarantee you it's going to be a repeated cycle thing when he gets out of jail. Okay, and God bless her. I love that she's getting close to God, but I know that she knows God has already told her about this man. Okay, I hope she prays on it. And I know, like, we like to fight with God a little bit, because I did the same thing, girl. I did the same thing. And I literally was praying. When I was praying, I was like almost arguing with God. Like, not arguing, but like I was like, God, like, no, you don't know. Like, he can change. Like, we're gonna get close to you. I said, we're gonna get close to you and we're gonna be closer to God, and we'll bring each other closer to God. And it didn't work because God already told me, Jada, I know his heart, right? And I'm sure God had already told her, I know his heart. I don't know what God has told her. Like, I don't know. But I hope deep down, whatever God told her the first time, trust me, because God had to tell me many times. And then when I kept praying, God kept showing me signs. And the signs kept getting worse and worse and worse until I finally had no choice but to let go, because it got that bad. Like, it was really crazy, you guys. Like, mine cheated on me with escorts in Mexico. Like, I didn't know if he was cheating, but I was like praying to God, and I was like, God, give me signs. And like he was showing me clear signs that's like, yeah, he's cheating on you, but I didn't want to believe it. I was like, oh, but he's giving excuses, you know? Something about when the guys give us excuses, like we already want to believe the lie, so it's just like we're more inclined to.
He's like, I'm gonna head home already. And I was like, okay, so never, he didn't leave the club. He didn't leave the club. He didn't leave the club. And he was like, oh, I'm on my way home. He's like, I'm so tired, this and that. I was like, okay. Because I saw his location the whole time. He never had left the club. He was not on his way home. And then he wasn't answering his calls, but he was texting me. And I was like, that's weird. And then it gets juicier. This is when it gets crazy, you guys. It's like I lived a novela with this man. So after that, I could see him driving. Like, I was blowing. At this point, I'm like, you're with somebody. I was like, I'm not stupid. Why aren't you answering your calls? I was blowing him up. And then he started he finally left and he was driving hella fast. And then you know what his excuse was? Why he didn't answer my freaking call? I swear to you, this is the most dumbest excuse I have ever in my life heard anybody say. He was like, oh, I can't answer the phone right now. I can't answer the phone. Mind you, he was texting me the whole time. He's like, I can't answer the phone right now because I just ran somebody over and the cops are chasing me. This and that. I was like, who's gonna believe you? Like, you think if you were running from the cops, you would be texting me instead of answering the phone? If anything, you're gonna answer the phone and talk to me because you're busy driving, you know, trying to get away.
That's what I'm saying, you guys. Narcissists, whatever, I don't know what she's dealing with again. They excuse after excuse is the craziest excuse, because one thing a narcissist also, I'm just relating this to narcissism because like I've learned so much that I'm not diagnosing him, okay? I'm just saying they can never admit the truth. Like, it's really hard for them to admit like their fault or anything, and they're so good with lying. Like I'm not saying good as in a good liar, I'm just saying they're so comfortable with lying. Like, it's like, how do you expect anyone to believe this? Like, this is actually insane, and you sound insane right now. You're not sounding like right. Like, you're actually like kind of like mental in the head, because what do you mean you're running away from the cops right now? Like, they don't even make sense. It would have been better not to even like answer or respond at all. Like, they're so dumb.
He was driving hella fast. I could see like his speed and everything. And then he was driving back home. I seen that he was driving to his house. And at this time he had a girl in the car, and I know this because afterwards he told me everything. So he did have a girl in the car. He met her at the club and he had a girl in the car with him. That's why he was not answering my calls anymore. And he went to his house. I really want to know what he told this girl. Like, oh, I have to go home really quick to get this before I go drop you off. Because he went straight from the club to his house. And then he answers my FaceTime call. He was like, well, I'm home now. He's like, I'm tired though, I'm going to go to bed. And he hangs up on me. And I was like, I was texting him. I was like, I am not stupid. I know you're with somebody. He was like, you're crazy. Like, why are you thinking I'm with somebody? I don't have time for that. He's like, I'm focused right now on my sport, this and that. I'm training for when I go back so this I could be good and this and that, blah, 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 blah.
When she told this story, it was so triggering to me, because it's like, girl, we live the same life minus me being pregnant, okay? I don't know if you guys watch me, like my other videos, but if you guys know anything about me and my ex, I came on here and I said the video where like there was a girl in my ex's bathroom, okay? Took the picture, and then I was like, oh my gosh, that's in my ex's bathroom, like what the fuck? And he literally got her nails changed, right? Like, they got the nails changed, and I was like, because I'm like, okay, if that wasn't a recent picture, then show me the proof of the nails, right? Like, if you guys watch that video, whatever. He went to lengths of getting her to change her nails, writing proof on the finger, and then sending it to me, being like, see, she doesn't even have the same set of nails. But that girl was in his bathroom, guys. That girl was like in his bathroom recently. I'm telling you, the lengths these men will go to like keep their lies covered is so insane. The fact that he like drove to his house just to FaceTime real quick is so, like, I'm just saying, like, we're living like the same. It's actually so insane. Like, I feel like all narcissists or whatever, like, are just like this. And the fact that like they were also cheating on us on a trips too, and like just so many different girls, it's like actually so insane and actually not okay. And I feel for her when she's telling this story. I was like so triggered. I was like, wow, like they're really all the same. Also, how he was telling her, like, I don't have time for this. I'm an athlete. I'm focused on my grind. Same thing mine told me, okay? Like, I'm focused on getting money right now. Like, I wish you could see inside my brain. Like, I wish you could see, like, what I think. I have stresses. Like, I'm not worried about girls. Whole time. Like I'm talking about serial cheating on me, you guys. I feel for her. I feel for her. I know exactly what she went through. Like, minus, like, hers is definitely 1,000% harder because of the kid part. Like, I can only imagine.
Whole time he had that girl in his car. He went inside, answered my FaceTime call really quick, and then I saw his location, right? He leaves right after he hangs up on me. He leaves back again, and he goes to like this grocery store, and he's there for a while. And later on, come to find out, when he told me, is that that's where he went to go drop her off while somebody picked her up there. That moment, like, I knew in my heart, like, okay, he's cheating, like, he's over there, you know, living his life, doing him, because he knows I'm over here pregnant and I can't do nothing. And I just had to accept it as far as like not being with him. So we were not together. I was just like, I'm done with this relationship. I went ghost on him the whole time. He was over there and he would blow me up, text me, call me, literally like nonstop blowing me up. And then January comes, right? So I remember I went off on him one day because he was just bugging me. And I went off on him and I was telling him everything. I was like, you're disgusting. Like, how could you do that? I was like, I know you're with somebody. And he was like, no, I'm not. Like, how can I prove it to you? Like, I'm not being with anybody. Like, lying the whole time. Like, I wasn't sure because I didn't have proof, but I knew in my heart like he was doing something because of your actions spoke for themselves.
Oh my gosh, she's just like, it's just the fact that we need proof. Like, I needed proof to like really know like that they're cheating. Like, it's something about like we need to like have solid proof because they try and gaslight us and get into our head. And if we don't have solid proof, I'm telling you, even if you have solid proof, you guys, trust me, with mine, I went through his phone and like literally I went through his phone. Like, I went through your phone and he was still trying to lie to me to my face and being like, I'm sorry for what you thought you found. Like, what? I saw your phone. And then he was even saying like it wasn't him that was like texting. Like, it wasn't him that was texting. It was like his friends were using his phones to get the escorts. Like, I'm telling you, they're insane. Like, I've never dealt with anything. It's like demonic, and it's like they'll keep lying, and they'll say whatever they need to keep you as well. Like, they'll say whatever they need to, and then they'll keep doing it. It's just I've been through the cycle. And it doesn't get better.
Your friends over there, like, I'm not gonna say his name, but I was like, he told me, like, he sent me everything, because at the time they had gotten into it, and I was like, he told me everything, this and that, blah blah blah. And I guess he got mad, and I think he was drunk that day, and he sent me, this was January 11th, you guys, he had sent me a picture of him with that Venezolana girl in the bathtub. She had a bikini on and she was on top of him, and they were drinking, I think it was Moet, and I was like, excuse me?
That part took me for a spin, you guys, because it's like, wow, like, this guy has no regard for his pregnant girlfriend, okay, someone's carrying his child, and he's like, you know what, fuck it, sends a picture. Like, he didn't give a. And I'm telling you, again, with the narcissist, I'm sorry that I'm comparing to a narcissist. Narcissists love a reaction out of you. They actually, they get a thrill out of a reaction. Like, if you're actually going through something, look into their eyes. Like, if you're crying or anything, look at their eyes. They'll have a little bit of a smirk. Like, they want to see you upset. They want to see a reaction out of you. They love to get a reaction. They actually love it. They love chaos, and they don't like peace. And they keep doing things because they love the reaction. They love it when you react. They love it when you call, even if it's bad, even if you're like yelling at them. They love that. And something I had to learn was like keeping my calm through things, like, because that's what he wants. Okay, so the fact that he's just like sends it, why did he send it? He wants a reaction from her, okay? They're not okay. They're not normal, and they actually like to see people in pain. Like, it's actually, like, I'm telling you, like, demonic.
He right there broke me to my worst. Like, that's where our relationship died. Like, that's where I never trusted him again. That's where I knew he was cheating. This was the first time this has ever happened to me, so I didn't know how to react. I didn't know how to take it. I was so broken. I was literally 8 months pregnant, and I went into a full depression. I was so sad. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do anything. I didn't want to see anybody. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to be near nobody.
I feel for her so hard. And I know for a fact that during this time when she was like not okay, she was probably praying. She's probably praying to God about this. And that's when you get like, you're so low, and then like, you know, you realize God is all you have. And I know for a fact that she was crying to God about this man, okay? And the fact that she's taken him back after this, you guys, let's just keep in mind that like by the end of this video, she says, and they're working on it because he's in jail. Do not go back to a place where God had to get you out of, okay? God got you out of that. Like, you got out of it because of God. You know, you forgave him because of God. Don't go back to what hurts you. Do not go back. And I know it's so hard, and she's not going to listen to me because she's going to have to keep going through the cycle, which I totally understand. And I would never judge a girl for like having to go through. But as a, like, you know, like, I would be fake to be like, you know what, you know, they can work it out because I've gone through it. So as a friend, I would tell her, like, look, you have to keep going back to the cycle. I get it. But God had to get you out of that dark place, okay? Going back to what like caused you to be in that dark place is not going to heal you. It's not going to heal you. And they form a trauma bond with us because a trauma bond is like going through the cycle with somebody. Like, they're the reason that you're broken, okay? You're crying, you're sad, and then they message you or they fly back to you, and then they make it better. They talk in your face, and then they're like healing you in a way. They're healing you. I'm sorry, like, we can fix this, like, and then they do it again, and then they break you, and then you need them again. And then it's a cycle because it's like you're very up and then you're very down, and then you get addicted to that cycle. Like, your body actually, like, nervous system gets addicted to that, like, on and off again type of thing. And that's something I had to learn, and it's super hard to get out of. It's so hard to get out of because like you will be like, why am I craving this person, or why do I feel like I need this person that keeps hurting me? Like, I'm not even happy with them. I'm not even happy with, like, without them. Like, it's just about getting through the happiness without them, because girl, I'm telling you, you have to think, I'm either going to be upset for a while it's over and heal, and it will get better, or if you continue to stay, it's going to continuously be bad your whole life. It's going to continue to be bad. So it's either going to be bad for a long term if you stay, or a short term if you leave. And that leaving part is the hardest. It's going to feel awful. Like, I'd lie if I said it's going to feel great. It's going to feel awful, but then you will feel better. You stay with them, it's going to continue to feel bad and awful, because they will keep doing it.
I was just like, wow. And that's why all of that girl is like why we've had all our problems, because of that picture, because I couldn't forgive him for that. For that, I couldn't forgive him. Like, for you to have the balls to send me that picture knowing that I'm pregnant with your child, and you're confirming everything I had been telling you for the past couple weeks before, when you were telling me no. And then you go and you bam, like, he's like, here, then he's like, since you want to be, he's like, so other people don't have to send it to you, I'll send it to you. And he sent it to me.
I also just want to say another narcissist trait that I learned is that, like, you taking them back the first time, like, if they think that, like, they fooled you and then they cheated on you and then you take them back, they don't think, like, oh, I'm going to fix this. They think you're dumb, okay? And that was so hurtful to me, like, realizing this. Every time that, like, they've tricked you or got one up on you and then you've taken them back because they're like, oh, sorry, like, I'm going to work it out. Like, I'm so sorry, like, this, not, no, but, and you take them back. In their minds, how their minds work is not like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, like, I should do it right, I gotta get it right this time because I'm gonna lose her. They think, and like, I don't know if this is like just a random guy or narcissist, but a guy will think, wow, she's so dumb. Oh my gosh, she believed that? Oh my god, I was telling her about the cops. I was telling her I was getting like a speed chase with the cops. Like, how crazy of a lie is that? And she literally believed, like, and she believed it. Like, even though you didn't believe it, but you're still, like, entertaining him and you're still kind of, in a sense, taking him back. He's not going to think, oh my gosh, like, I need to, like, be, like, locked down for my relationship. He's going to think, she's an idiot. And that was something very hurtful that I had to come to terms with, that they will lose respect for you when you stay. Every time you stay with a guy that's cheated on you guys, they lose a little bit more respect for you because you're losing respect for yourself. I know, that's very deep. I'm telling you, every time you take back a cheater, you're losing respect for yourself and they're losing respect for you as well. right? Because they're like, oh, she doesn't respect herself. Oh, I can do this to her, so why is she staying? If she can get better, then why doesn't she just leave? Or like she wants me so bad. She wants me so bad that she'll accept this treatment that I put her through. That's crazy. And it feeds their ego. And then they want to do it again and get away with it more. And it continues to feed their ego of, I can do whatever the fuck I want because she's going to take me back regardless. So that's what I'm saying, you guys. When they cheat, if they cheat, you have to let it go because it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. And then once you've gone through the cycle a few times, you're going to be like, I should have left the first time. Like, because, we all have that in us. It's like, we're that bitch. We're that. But when we're like in love, it's so hard to stand on that. It's so hard to stand on that. And you'll think and you'll look back and be like, damn, I should have stood on it the first time because it was just going to end up ending anyway. So I should have left out of the first sign of disrespect, which is super hard to do. Sometimes we have to stay again because we have to in a way hate them, but not hate them in a way where it's I want revenge and I want to be revengeful and hateful. It's a hate, not in a hate way, but and I don't really care about you anymore. I just don't even want this anymore. You know what I mean? I'm disgusted with you. We have to stay until we're disgusted type of thing. I shouldn't say hate because we're not trying to be hateful because God doesn't want us to hate. But we have to be disgusted in a way that their lies can't even affect us anymore. They could be crying, puking on their hands and knees. I love you, please. And we'll just look at them get off the floor, bro. Stand up, have respect for yourself. It's done. You know what I mean? And we have to be disgusted for that because we have such a big heart, you guys, that it's we have to be disgusted to finally let it go.
And I was done. And I was like, hell no. And now it all makes sense to me now that I know everything and the truth when he explained everything to me of why he would call me all day, text me all day. I'm saying he would blow me up, text me, but a certain time frame he would go missing. And it was every time at that same time. And it's because he was going and being with her while she was at work. And it all makes sense now. And it's just that's crazy. For you to go cheat with the whole ass girl that has a whole family that is married, that just is crazy. And is married to one of your friends.
As she's going through this story, she's honestly saying little things that prove his character and prove that he's not a good guy. He's not a loyal guy. He's not even loyal to his friends, right? She just said that the person that he cheated on her with is literally his friend's wife or something, friend's girl. It just shows he has loyalty to nobody. And this is such another trait. I'm telling you, they have loyalty to no one. They'll fuck over their friend. They'll fuck over you. They'll fuck over people. Anything for their own satisfaction. They don't care about other people. They care about their ego and what they want at the time. And that's all that will ever matter to them. And they will not change. I mean, maybe they will with therapy, but they have to change on their own. And you staying is not enough incentive for them to change because why would he change? Why would he change when you're still with him after all of that? There's no point to change. It's I don't even really have to change because you'll stay regardless. If you really if enough people leave them, maybe it will give them incentive to okay, something's wrong with me. I have to change. I have to go to therapy. What is wrong with me? Because a narcissist won't even know that they're a narcissist. They won't believe they're a narcissist. You could tell them you're a narcissist and then they'll literally start looking up the signs and they'll be no, you're a narcissist. They'll call you a narcissist. You'll be they'll call you that. A narcissist probably will never even go get help because they just are everyone else is the problem, you know what I mean? So it's just so much character traits that she's saying that she's overlooking right now that's just girl, he's not going to change.
Another sign before he sent me that picture was one day he texted me on accident and he was estoy afuera, mami. And I was he's oh, I meant to send that. I was oh, te equivocaste. I was you sent it to the wrong girl. And then he was oh, he was that was for my mom. I was you've never, ever, ever called your mom mommy. Never. That's what you call a girl. And he thought I was dumb. So I already knew, there was signs there. I already knew. It's just that he confirmed it to me with that picture. I was it all makes sense. You stayed over there because you had somebody else. You knew once you came back over here, reality was going to hit. We were about to have our baby and your whole life was going to change. So yeah, he had, I guess, that girl over there while he was in Panama, and that is what honestly ruined our whole entire relationship, and our relationship was never the same after that. I couldn't forgive him, you guys. Like, I honestly was so hurt, and when he came over here, like, nothing was the same. Like, I couldn't be with him. I tried so hard to make it work with him again, only because I was having a baby with him. Like, I was literally, I had our baby 2 weeks after he got here. Like, I literally just felt so like disgusted by him when he was here, and I was trying to make it seem like everything was all good and I was so happy, and in reality it was not even that. I remember I would cry myself to sleep my last few days of my pregnancy, well, few weeks, because you guys, he was still doing things when he got here. He was still acting like, I don't know what was going on with him. It was that when I would leave at night to go back to my grandma's house, he texted the girl and they were talking and stuff like that. And yeah. So when I tell you guys, like, he was so raw and straight up, like, he did not care. He would tell her, like, no, like, I don't like you, like, you're never gonna be nothing of mine, like, I have my girl, like, because she would tell him, like, oh, what about, like, her, because she knew about me, and he would be like, no, like, that's my girl, like, you're just, like, somebody that's just, like, a booty call.
Oh my gosh, like, literally the way that we lived the same life. Literally, mine had, like, a side piece, like, the whole time almost, probably. Like, literally had this girl, like, before, like, even before, like, she's always been, like, this little side that he just freaking uses, right? Straight up honest with her, like, we'd never date, like, I, like, calls her his bitch, like, okay? Like, oh, that's, like, that, she was just, like, my bitch, blah, blah. Like, does not give a fuck about her, but you know what that is? Like, a supply. They'll literally be like, yeah, I don't care about her. There's girls that, like, literally, it's like, they'll tell a girl, I don't care about her, and then the girl just, like, is fine with that, like, you're just a booty call, and they're fine with that. It's so weird and demented, like, even the girls, like, are just, like, so, who is okay with that? Like, anyway, those are their like, so those kind of supply are just, like, little here and there for when the main supply is, like, whatever, acting up, or, like, you get into it with the main supply, the little booty calls, they just keep them around because they're just whores. Like, they'll just literally be there to, like, you know what I mean, like, comfort them and stuff. They won't really feel it until, like, the main supply is, like, really done with them, and then they're left with a freaking whore, and then they, like, get really moody, and they're like, okay, gotta get a new supply, like, because they'll never be the main. One thing about the little side supplies is they'll never be the main supply because it's not, like, a good quality. They have to have a good quality one, which is, like, the main, which is, like, the loyal one and whatever, and then the little whore, like, they know that they're doing their other stuff with other girls, or other guys, I mean, and they just don't care about them at all, like, blah, blah, blah. So, like, literally the same, like, it's so crazy, because it's, like, they'll say straight up, like, they don't mean anything, like, blah, 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 all this stuff. Like, they're just so sick and demented, but they just love using people. Like, they'll just use, like, anybody to, like, feed their ego. And also, like, the side supply feeds their ego in a way, is, like, I can do anything. Like, this girl just gonna stay around and, like, wait for me. Like, even in a relationship, like, they don't care. Like, it's actually insane. Like, once you figure out a narcissist, like, everything makes sense. And the way that, like, me and her were both, like, me and Aileen were both with serial cheaters is, like, so insane. Like, I feel for her because you really don't know these people until you know them, and even when you know them, you don't really know them. It's, like, crazy.
Just like a booty call, and he's like, but you gotta go after it. And I was just like, girl, like, how would you still, like, talk to him after that? But I get it, you know.
So one thing she has to realize is, like, narcissistic men will never be satisfied. A narcissist will never be satisfied. That's one thing to know. So they have to have so many girls. They have to have so many. Like, that's why, like, he had a little side thing. He had all these things, like, when he went on the trip, right? Like her story and my story is very similar. They had all these girls. They have all these girls, and they have a main one. Okay, once she's having his kid. Do you see how many they have to have? Because their ego is so low, they feed off of people. They have to always have supply coming in, and they will never be satisfied because they have such a dark mindset. that they're not happy and content with themselves, and that's the only way that they're actually like able to like function in life, is that they need supply. So do you see how they will never be satisfied? They can never be even satisfied with the main one. They'll never be satisfied with the side. They'll never be satisfied with the little, like, the booty calls everywhere. They will never, one thing you have to tell yourself, they will never be satisfied. And that also, like, will help with leaving. Because, girl, if you leave him, he will still never be satisfied. He'll never be satisfied with the side piece he goes back to. He'll never be satisfied with the little hookups. They will never be content with themselves. That's one thing, like, you have to know. It has nothing to do with you. It's a self issue. And they need all these girls to feed their ego because it's already so fragile and so small. And it will shatter, okay? It will shatter very easily. So they just constantly need to have supply.
So we ended up getting an Airbnb. And then the whole time, so at this point, we're together, like living together, everything. And then I end up having the baby, right? So when I'm in labor, he is talking to the girl in Panama still. Like, I didn't know that he was FaceTiming her every night. I found this out after because I went through his phone and I found like all the screenshots. He would take screenshots. And I found all the screenshots that he was literally talking to this girl the whole time before, while I was pregnant and everything. When I would leave after being with him for the day and I would go back to my grandma's house and he was in the hotel, he would call her and FaceTime her. And I wouldn't bug him because I was like, oh, he's going to go to sleep because, you know, he has to wake up early and train the next day. So I wouldn't even bother. So he would FaceTime the girl from Panama, not the Venezolana girl, this other girl. FaceTime her and he would talk to her. I am in labor, like we're in the hospital and I am about to deliver this baby. And this guy was literally texting the same girl from Panama while I was in labor, and obviously he didn't call her because I was right there, but he was texting her the whole time. I found out that he was doing that and I was so pissed, like pissed. I literally almost did not put his last name on the baby. I didn't tell him anything right there in the hospital because I didn't want to start anything, and then I was not feeling good. Was literally almost dying in the hospital after delivering his baby, and he knew that. He knew how sick I was, and he was still texting this girl. And I saw the message because he had went to the bathroom and he had left his phone charging.
I just want to say I'm so glad that she came out with this story, okay? Because this is not easy to do. It's not easy to talk about because it's almost like embarrassing. It's not embarrassing for us though. It's more so on them. Like they're the embarrassment, okay? It has nothing to do with us, okay? It's not embarrassing on us because it's like what we had no choice, right? Like they're just weird. This man will not change, okay? By the end of this video, she does say like she takes him back. They're apparently gonna be together. He's in jail. This man will not change. I'm telling you, this is like definitely, I think, like, honestly, I'm not diagnosing, but narcissism, okay? You are in labor. You are, like, almost dying, and he's texting other girls. This is not the man of your dreams. This is not going to be the one to take care of you in sickness, through health. Remember, this guy has to comfort you through your parents' death. Like, let's just be real for a second. The person that you guys pick to be your partner, remember, he doesn't just have to look good. He doesn't just have to support. He has to comfort you through tragedies, hard times, hardships, maybe money issues. You don't know. You need a comforter. You do not want to be with a man that's texting other girls while you're almost dying, like, in your bedside. What if you're in a coma? Like, you want to be with the man crying at your bedside. This is not the love of your life, girl. I am telling you that. I know that you, like, you know, you believe in God like I do. You know, you're putting your faith in God. I know God has showed you, probably prayed. God has showed you so many signs, and he will continue to show you the signs until you let go, and it's only going to get worse. I'm telling you, this man has already done the worst to you. I don't think he could do much worser, because keep in mind, this guy has also attempted to take her life. Let's not forget that. Mine never got that serious where it's like, you know, I almost like ended my life. Mine did like hold me hostage in his house when I went through his phone and I saw this stuff. He would not let me leave, and he was like, one of us will go to jail tonight if you try and leave. Like, one of us will be going to jail tonight. And I just played it cool, and I was like, you know what? It's not that serious. Like, I'm just gonna stay in and wait it out type thing, because it's very like, I don't know what would have happened if I really tried to leave that night, you guys. I don't know. But I'm telling you, I've gone through the same thing, girl. These men will not change. They will say whatever they have to keep a hold on you because they don't want to lose control. That's their thing. They want to control you. And whether that's like putting a baby in you to control you or whatever the case may be, or flying back to you just to control, it's all about control. And I'm telling you, this will not end well. Okay? Narcissists are very dangerous, as you can tell, as you experienced. Girl, you ended up in the hospital because of him. He does not love you. Someone that can do that to you, they do not love us. It was really hard for me to come to terms with the fact that this guy that I was with didn't love me. Like, he didn't love me. I know they say things, and I know they, like, make you, like, feel almost loved, but in the reality of it and the bigger picture, like, this is not love. You're trauma bonded, and we're confusing this with love. Girl, I'm telling you, I'm right there with you. And I know it hurts, like, to say it and admit it, but it is just facts, and I'm just being honest, and people that support you do not want to see your kids grow up without a mom, because that is the way it's going to go if you keep allowing this man back into your life. The only way to be with a narcissist, like, I mean, you technically have to be with him because, like, you know, he's the father of your kids. You have to go no contact. A narcissist, you have to go no contact because they will never let you leave them. They will never let you leave them. Do you see how you almost... Because they will not let you leave them. You have to go no contact. You have to. And I know that, like, you have to... Like, the kids are involved. That's a different, like, realm. It has to strictly just be about the kid. Strictly. And I'm talking about if you have to have supervised visits now, which you have a right. I believe you have a right. Like, if the courts will be like, I don't even know if the courts will let him see the child because of, like, what he did. This is not the life for you. I'm telling you, girl, if you want to be happy, you have to let go. You have to let go. You have to let go. I'm just saying. Like, out of love. Out of love.
So while he left me with his mom, his sister, you know, like, his family, you're going and doing this. Like, who does that after I just carried your child, after I was literally fighting for my life in the ICU? Like, he continued to write girls on Instagram. So I knew everything he was doing, and I would tell him, like, are you talking to somebody? Like, I would ask him those things, and he was like, you're crazy. Like, he would always tell me I was crazy. He's like, you're crazy. He's like, he would get mad, like, for me accusing him. He's like, and I'm not doing anything. Like, I'm trying to do everything good. He's like, I have you good. He was like, estoy tratando de hacer todo bien. He was like, I wouldn't do that. I want my baby. Like, I want to raise him. I want to be with you. Like, I was just looking at him like, how are you lying to my face right now? Like, you literally, if I wouldn't have known or seen everything with my eyes, I would have believed him. He was so convincing. One day I got tired of it, and I was like, you know what? No. And I told him, I was like, you know what? We need to talk. I was like, what is it that you want? I was like, do you want to keep talking to these girls while you're there? I was like, because I know everything and I've seen everything. Or do you want your family? I was like, because you need to make up your mind today, and this stops, like, today. And if it doesn't stop, I'm leaving. Like, I'm not going to be with you. I'm not going to care what you say. I'm not going to care what you do. I'm not going to care about anything. Like, I'm done. And I think he realized in that moment, like, I was so fed up with it and I was done. Because after that, he changed. Like, he literally got rid of his Instagram. Like, he changed the password and, like, put anything so this way he didn't remember it. He deleted his TikToks, everything. Like, he had no social media. He changed his number.
Girl, I just have to let you know, he didn't realize in that moment that, like, oh, he has to be a great man. He just realized, oh, I have to up it right now because she's serious. The more serious you are, the more desperate they get for control, right? So I'm telling you, he will do anything to keep you under his control. So whether that means delete Instagram for a second, like, how many stories have we heard of, like, girls being like, can you unfollow that girl? Like, unfollow that girl. Why are you following that girl? And they're like, okay, I'll just delete my whole Instagram. I'll just delete that whole Instagram. Then I'm deleting it. We've heard this story so many times. This man will not change overnight. I'm telling you. Like, I'm telling you, they will do whatever. He's a narcissist, okay? He's already confirmed to you that he will never be satisfied with one girl. All the girls that he was getting, girl, all of them, like, he's getting girls, like, in Panama. He has you. He is, like, he's not even good with just one side girl. Do you see how many supplies he needs? He will never, he's not capable. It's a capability thing. His ego is not capable of just being content with one girl because he's a narcissist and needs the supply. He actually needs it to feel okay. To feel okay, because they're such dark people, and they have no personality of themselves. They have nothing going on for themselves. So they have to have other girls, and they have to put other girls down. I want to let you know, girl, in my relationship, my ex would always try and put me down with little comments. He would, like, never call me beautiful. And, like, when I'd be like, why wouldn't you call me beautiful? You know what he said? He said, why would I be with you if you weren't beautiful? Instead of just, like, calling me beautiful, like, just little things, little comments, like he would say, like, oh, this other girl that he's with dressed well. He's like, yeah, she was the best dresser. Like, just little comments that, like, put you down, that, like, you kind of, like, let go and, like, over your head. And, like, I remember that you said one time that he was comparing you to other girls that had their body done and you just had a baby and it was making you feel insecure, right? You remember when you said that? That he was making you feel insecure about your body. You had a baby and he's used to, like, other girls, and, like, he was talking about, like, bodies, right? That is typical narcissist behavior because, again, they are nobody. They know they're a loser. They know who they really are inside. So they get power off of putting women down, okay? Being with you makes him feed his ego. He's with a beautiful girl, okay? You look great, whatever. He gets off on putting you down, okay? Making you feel insecure about his body, like, your body. He feels powerful. He feels like the man. The fact that you love him so much makes him feel some type of way. The fact that he has you loving on him and all these other girls makes him feel like that guy. Has to be in the club. You said, like, he likes to party it up in the club. He's always the one spending the money. That's what he cares about. He cares about his ego, and I'm telling you, that's it. And I'm telling you, he will do anything to keep you. Yes, they will do anything to keep us, but not because they love us. And once I realized that, my life changed. I was like, oh, wow. Okay, it's such a different perspective once you Google things about a narcissist, girl. I'm telling you. Go on TikTok, watch the narcissist. It will help you. It will 1,000% help you, because once you realize that, if you never dealt with a narcissist before, it's uncharted territory. It's like, because this is not a normal person. Like, why are they chasing us, but chasing us to not treat us right? Like, it was confusing, right? Because a normal person is, like, thinking that's, like, you're trying. No, once you realize it's a control thing, it's an ego thing with them, and that's all it is, it will change your perspective of, like, wow, this, and I'm telling you, narcissists are all the same textbook. They'll put you down. It's like a cycle. You're in a cycle, girl. I'm telling you, you need to get out.
By himself. I didn't tell him to. Like, he went to go change his number. He deleted the WhatsApp, everything. Like, he literally went ghost. Like, he was like, I want my family. And he was doing so good. But like I said, I couldn't heal from what he did to me when I was pregnant. Like, not even after, like, not even him talking to all the girls after, when I had just delivered the baby. It was that girl that he sent me the picture of, like, while I was pregnant. Like, I couldn't for the life of me get over it as much as I tried. Like, I would remember it and I wouldn't want him to touch me. I wouldn't want him near me. There was times, like, I couldn't even be with him, like, intimately, because he would disgust me. And I tried so hard, you guys. I was like, damn, like, how do I forget about it? How do I forgive him? Like, how do I move on? And I couldn't. I couldn't. When we would fight, I would bring it up, and obviously you guys know what happened. The last fight that we had was because of that as well. And now that I feel like I prayed about it and I've asked God to help me, now I'm gonna get emotional, only because God has done so much and has changed me so much and has healed so many parts of me that needed healing, and without him it wouldn't be possible. But I finally got over that. Like, I never thought I was going to be able to, and I never thought I was going to be able to forgive him for that. I just didn't want to. I would tell him, like, I'm only trying this, like, to work this out for the baby, like, and he would be like, I don't care. Like, I am going to make you fall in love with me again. I am going to fix this. I am going to show you that I want you guys. Really did change and was doing everything right, you guys. Like, he was showing me, like, that he was serious and that he wanted this. And until he did what he did. Hopefully one day we hear his side and what he was thinking or feeling that day. And
honestly, you guys, I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to hear what that man has to say on why he did it. I already know why he did it. I'm not even kidding you guys, a narcissist has a demon spirit. Narcissists are literally a demon. He has a demon inside him. Like, I'm not even playing. Once you get into the spiritual realm, I'm telling you, girl, you'll realize, like, there's actual demons among us. Like, I didn't believe in that stuff before, but obviously I believed in God. And how can you believe in God and not demons? Like, I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if there's good, there's evil. If there's evil, there's good, right? I always believed in God, but I didn't believe in that spirit stuff and whatever, and, like, evil spirits. And, like, I was like, yeah, okay. Like, I'm telling you, they have an evil spirit. I'm telling you, his eyes probably, when he went and almost did that to you, I'm telling you, his eyes probably went black. Like, I'm telling you, they have a demon spirit. Narcissists have a demon spirit, and it's not to be played with. They do not care. He does not care. He does not love you. Okay, it's about him. He has some sort of spirit. I don't know if they call it, like, the Jezebel spirit. I think that's the lustful one. I think that's actually the lustful one, but actually, yeah, the Jezebel spirit is the lustful one. Yeah, they definitely have, every narcissist has the Jezebel spirit. Go look into the Jezebel spirit. I'm telling you, if you're spiritual, that's what he has, okay? They only care about themselves and the ego, because a man that loves you could never even think about harming you. And if whatever he told you, oh, like, something came over me, like I went to psychosis, that is the demon lunging out of him. He didn't know what he was doing because the demon took over. You're literally told a story and you literally said it was like something possessed him. Girl, I'm telling you, that man does not love you. And I know it's really hard to believe because they tell us different things and they're like, oh, and then they start acting on it. It's a cycle, and he will never. I'm telling you, when he gets out of jail, he will not change. Whether you want to listen to me or not, he will not change, and it is a cycle. Really reflect on it. You're very lucky. Like, honestly, you're lucky he's in jail right now, so you can really reflect and hopefully heal, and maybe you can heal away from him, and then you won't have that attachment. Like, I think God, honestly, girl, I think the more you prayed, God was showing you so many signs and you weren't taking the signs. I'm telling you, the same thing happened to me. When I prayed to God, he will not, like, if you pray to God and you say, God, take this man out of my life, then he will not take him out of your life, because God will give you free will to choose what you want to do, okay? God can only show you the signs. He will not remove that man, okay? In this case, I honestly believe that he went that far as into removing him, because now he's in jail, okay? God saved your life, okay? He saved your life, and he got that man removed, okay? For now, but you have to be the one to save yourself, girl. It's only up to you, okay? I'm being so for real right now. God, you probably prayed, and then God kept showing you the signs. You finding that iPad up there, God left that iPad for you to find, okay? It was not a mistake. Everything is not a mistake. Everything is God showing you. He showed you first with the iPad, okay? You ignored that sign. Then he showed you, like, with, like, the tracker, like, you're tracking him, right? The location. He's showing you with the phone call. You called him. He's clearly with a girl. He goes to the house, lies. You're seeing him on the location. Second thing, another sign. The Instagram, another sign. You pregnant, giving birth, and you catch him leaving his phone while he went to the bathroom. That's God, girl. God is showing you signs. Here it is. Here it is. You need to be the one to walk away, because God will only give you the free will, good or evil. I'm telling you. And right now, you are literally picking the devil. This man is not going to lead you closer to God. One thing I've noticed in relationships, now that you're spiritual and you're really getting back on track with God, I love that. You need to find a man that's equally as spiritual with you, or else, like, you're going to be unequally yoked. And I know you've been reading your Bible, and I want you to look up the verse where it says, I'll show you the verse. So this is the verse, girl, and I'm telling you, like, I love that you're getting closer to God because God will help you. He's helped me, okay? He's the only way, like, reason I was able to get away from my ex is honestly God, okay? So same thing as you. I'm telling you right here, it says you can't be with someone that's unequally yoked as you because, like, he does not believe, okay? What Christian do you know would be able to be overcome by a spirit or possessed like that and stab somebody? No. God would not allow somebody to get possessed like that if they had him, okay? This guy does not have God in his life, okay? I know you want to help him get closer to God. You can't. Let me tell you firsthand, I gave mine a Bible, girl. I gave mine a Bible, and he's like, yeah, I'm starting to believe in God. Like, I never did before, but, like, now that, like, he told me he prayed, he started praying, and then, like, God made something happen for him, and it was, like, giving me hope that he would get closer to God. In the beginning of the Bible, Genesis, girl, I know you started reading Genesis. What does it say? Men were here first, okay? We were made after them from their rib because we're their companions, okay? We are actually a side to men. I know people don't like to believe that because it's like, oh my gosh, like men are the leaders. Men are the leaders. Biblically speaking, men are supposed to lead. And we would be okay with that if we have the right man leading. If you had a right man leading you, I feel like every girl would be fine if we had a right man leading us, okay? The ones that have demons and stuff and that want to lust and cheat on us, like, the reason why we're like F men and we don't like men and all this is because they're doing sinful things and they're cheating on us and they're doing stuff. If you had a righteous man that's, like, following God and, like, going to church and he's leading you to Christ, that's what you call a leader. If we have men that are, like, possessed, I'm telling you, like, that guy's possessed, he's going to lead you to hell. Okay, the man that I was with, the ex that I was with, is going to lead me to hell, okay? If I kept with him, he was not going to lead me to do right things. Okay, we need leaders. And that's why it says in the Bible you have to be equally yoked with somebody, because the person that's less yoked than you, whatever the case may be, is going to bring you farther away from God. He's not going to be bringing you closer to God, okay? I'm telling you, girl, I don't care what he says. Mine was cheating with escorts sitting next to me in church. He was going to church. He's like, why don't we go to church today? Because he knows I like church. Okay? I'm telling you, girl. And I know there's a reason why God was calling you to read the Bible. And I'm telling you the answers are in the Bible. And right there, it's saying, like, you guys are unequally yoked. I'm telling you that man has a demon. There's no possible way that if that man had God in the back of his head, it would even allow him to mentally do that. People that are on drugs, girl, that's drugs, alcoholism, all that kind of stuff, that is all associated with demons. Why do you think people that are on, like, different substances freak out and, like, are able to do stuff like that? And, like, but that's a demon possessing them. When you do drugs, your mind gets weak and it's easier for spirits and demons to, like, possess you and, like, take over your body. I'm telling you. I am telling you, it's all real.
If any of you are going through the same thing, or anything else that you guys just need healing or anything, trust me, God is the way, and you guys will honestly, truly feel a peace and a happiness that is unexplainable, like a true peace and a true happiness in your hearts. And it was honestly the best decision that I've made, was turning my life back to God. And I feel like all of this had to happen in order for me to do that.
I 1,000% agree with you on that. Like, whatever happened to us, we can't control that. That doesn't define us. It's not what we've been through, but it's how we handle situations that make us us, okay? Now, I know exactly how you're feeling because you want to be his savior. You want to be his savior and you want to be able to save this guy, okay? What I had to realize, girl, is we're not God. We're not Jesus, okay? I was trying to be this guy's savior by, oh, like, let's go to church, like, we're gonna be together and, like, this and that. I was trying to save him. And you are not Jesus. You cannot save this man. He has to come to the Lord on his own. He has to want to go to the Lord on his own. He has to be more spiritual than you, because it's unequally yoked. I'm telling you, guys are supposed to lead. You need a man in Christ that's going to lead you, that already knows this. You cannot be his teacher, okay? You cannot. It's just not going to work. And I know God is telling you to trust him fully, and it's so hard, but that's where the real faith comes in, okay? You turn to the Bible. That's amazing. But your real faith and test will come. Well, will you listen to the signs God gave you? Or are you going to keep on this destructive path that God has already showed you? He's already showed you the signs. This is not your person. This is not your man. This is not your man. I'm telling you, this is not who God wants you to be with. And God will give you the right person when it's the right timing. And right now, you have to trust him. You have to go all in with him. And trust, there's a reason why you felt called to the Bible, and the Bible will give you all the answers. And how the Bible describes a perfect relationship with God is not this. He would never think to do something like this to you if he was really with God. And I'm telling you, and these men will not change overnight. They need to work on his own spiritual healing. You need to work on it far away from this guy. Far, far.
And because I truly believe that everything happens for a reason, and I feel like this had to happen for me to give my life back to God, for him to give his life to God, and to just do better, and now come back stronger than ever. I wish I could like show you guys like how I really truly felt before, and like how I was, and you guys would see me like post things and think that I was so happy when I was honestly so like sad, so miserable, and just going through it. And on top of that, I had just had a baby. My weight was taking a big like toll on me, like as far as like I felt so insecure. Hope that this helped somebody turn their life to God, to seek God, to pray, to read your Bible. And yeah, oh, let me show you guys the Bible and the little notebook that I use. I'm gonna link it in the description below as well. I never shared this book. This is the one that Alexander writes in, but he writes with the highlighter because I still write my notes in here. I do this every day after I read the Bible. I'm already on week 7. I'm so proud of myself. Like 7 weeks about worship. So this is your reading plan. It gives you every day. You guys will be so much more full, happy, at peace, and you guys will see big changes in your life. And hopefully one day I could tell you guys everything that I was going through and how God worked in my life.
Guys, so yeah, sorry that this was a long video that I made, but I just felt like so passionate about it because it's like I totally understand what she's going through, because I went through the same thing. Turn to God. Like you turn to God in the darkest times of your life, you really do. And it's just like she's still trying to hold on to something that God has told her to let her go all the time. Like I know this because I literally went through the same thing. I was trying to hold on to it, and it was just a path of it was only going to get worse. And like I see that for her. And, you know, God went all the way as far as like, look, I'm going to give you a moment away from him. I mean, eventually he probably will get out. I don't know when he's getting out, but I really just hope that this girl doesn't go back, and that she has like, her faith is so strong and she listens to what God is telling her and reading her Bible. And honestly, we all have a calling and a purpose here on our earth, and you just have to like really be in tuned into getting into what that purpose is. And honestly, as Christians, we have our duty to talk about the Bible and talk about Jesus and God, because we all want to see everyone go to heaven, right? We all want to see each other go to heaven, because honestly, you guys, that's what this life is about. How you act on this life and how you are on this life is whether you're going to go to heaven or not. If you don't believe in heaven, I mean, that's up to you. If you want to believe that this life is all that there is to live for, I mean, that's on you. And that seems kind of depressing to me. That's like you only get like less than 100 years here. And if you want to just think that it's like nothing after this, I mean, that's your reality, and that's fine. But the ones that have faith and are like, you know what, this is if you notice what's going on in the world, you guys, we are literally living in hell. Like, if you read the Bible, it all makes sense. This is Satan's playground. We are literally in Satan's playground. It literally says, if you're wondering, like, if God's real, why does he allow bad things to happen? It was perfect up in heaven, and then there was an angel that wanted to rebel, okay? His name was Lucifer. Okay, he decided to take a bunch of angels and was like, hey guys, this God thinks he's all powerful. I feel like I'm more powerful than him. And he literally went behind God's back, got angels to rebel against God, and God banished them to where? Where did he banish them? Here. Okay, they're here. Right? This is Satan's playground. If you're wondering, why is the world so messed up? Okay? And then God created humans. Okay, first it was just angels, right? And then God created humans. All right? So then he created humans and he gave us free will. Okay? Because up in heaven, it's all good. Only good will go down in heaven, okay? Heaven is only good. That's where God's at, okay? Heaven. Angels wanted to rebel, get away from God, thinks they're better than God, created earth. Then he created humans, okay? We were his creation, you know? God's playing around, fine. Then he gave us free will, okay? To make choices because there's good and there's evil, right? Because clearly someone already made a choice and he's like, well, I got to banish you because like you want to do your own choices. So like, whatever, you do it down there. And then he made us and then he was like, you know what? Humans have free will, whether they want to do evil or good. And that's where the story of Adam and Eve comes in. And what did Eve do? She got tempted by the devil, right? Because again, it's a choice. The devil can't make you eat that apple. He doesn't have that power. He can't force you to eat that. He can't control you. He tempted her. What the devil will do, tempt you. The devil can't make you go and steal from that lady. He will tempt you. Oh, like she has money. Do you want to be rich? Do you want to be rich? What can money buy you? Money. He'll tempt you with money. He'll tempt you with things. That apple represents so much more than people think. He tempted her with the apple because you want to know what the apple represented? He's like, you'll just be like God. God doesn't want you to be all powerful and all knowing like him, okay? He doesn't want you to know things, right? Because if you read in the Bible, Adam and Eve didn't even realize they were naked. They felt no shame. There was no shame. They didn't have shame, okay? They were fully naked. When he tempted them with the apple, because he's like, oh, do you want to be all knowing? Like, do you want to know stuff? Like, God thinks he's all great. And if you want to be like God, you'll eat the apple. Eve was like, yeah, I want to eat the apple. And it's not like God didn't warn her about the apple. What did he say? Do not eat from this fruit, from this one section. I'm giving you all of this. Don't eat from this one section. And what did he do? What did she do, y'all? Do you guys know the Bible at all? Because y'all don't read it. I'm telling you, if you read the Bible, you'll know. She ate the fruit. It's not just stories in the Bible. It's literally real life of how this came to be about. And if you guys are like, oh, like how did this but don't you ever wonder like why you're here? Like what is earth? Like don't y'all ever are curious or just living day by day paying your taxes and you're like, yep, this is life. Till you die? She ate the apple and they realized they were naked. They felt shame. They're like, what? And then God was like, oh, you ate from the one place I said not to. Like, you didn't follow my rules. You have to follow God's rules. God's rules are in place for a reason. It's not to hurt you. It's to protect you. But the devil will make it think that it's freedom. Okay? We're not supposed to know everything that God knows. That's for God to know. And we're just living life. You have to be obedient and be surrendered. You're not all-knowing. You don't know everything. You have to surrender. Like, do you really think you're that all-knowing that you can have full range of your life? Like, I know I can't. I don't think I'm all-knowing and all-powerful because look at the decisions that I made with my life and then I ended up with a serial cheater. You gotta listen to God. Like, that's what I'm telling you. So Satan is for the people that don't want to do good. Okay? You're gonna go to hell. Okay? Satan is not winning. Okay? He tried to go against God. You know how delusional you have to be to go against God? You're delusional. Gave him the reign of hell and earth. He roams around earth, you guys. He roams around in people. It's scary. But it's because people have free will to either do good or bad. Because God doesn't want to force any one of us to be up with him if we don't want to be there. Okay? He doesn't want any more rebellions happening. If you want to be with God, you can be with God. If you don't, there's a different place for that. Because God will give you free will. And reasons why bad things happen on this earth and you see shootings and you see this and you see greed and you see lust is because these people are choosing to be with Satan and they're choosing hell. They rather choose hell than be with God. It doesn't take a crazy lot to be a nice person, guys. It doesn't take a crazy amount to be a nice person. So It's whatever you want to choose. If you want to believe, and if you don't want to believe in God, God literally sent his son down here to take away our sins because we're such sinful people. The Bible says how increasingly bad we got. Humans keep choosing sin, and we got so bad. He had to flood the earth, guys. He had to flood the whole earth because we were that bad. He's like, start over, wrap it up, start it over. And then he made a promise to the one good person. Noah was the only good person, and he's like, I'll save him, and he can start over. He'll start over and being good. Look how evil the world has gotten again. We are just evil, sinful people that just we're selfish AF. We're so selfish. I hate it. I literally hate it. Like, we're selfish people that rather choose ourselves over God, over being nice to our brothers and sisters. Do you see people robbing people? Because the devil doesn't even have to do much. The devil never says follow him, right? The devil will never say, oh, follow me, follow the devil. You know what the devil says? Follow yourself. Follow your own understanding. In the Bible, you guys, it says do not rely on your own understanding. Because we're being deceived. We think we know what's best for us. We don't. God knows what's best for us, and he knows what's not harmful. If you read the Bible, there's rules and stuff, there's guidelines to follow. And they're only there to protect us. It's like when your parents are like, oh, don't eat that sugar. And you're like, why can't I eat that sugar? But your parent knows that that's going to cause you diabetes, and like that will actually make you sick. But as a kid, you don't realize that, right? As a kid, you're just like, it tastes good. That's what sin is. It tastes good. But it's not good for your flesh. It's not good for your spirit. And it leads to people doing evil stuff. Lust, sex leads to disease. Like, y'all, I'm telling you, all this stuff is like to warn us. Like, don't be lustful. It's not good for your soul. Look at, like, sex hurts people. Look, cheating hurts. Look at Aileen Cano's men right now. Sex is hurting people. It hurts. I've been hurt by sex. Like, it's not a fun time out here when people don't follow God. It hurts people. So I don't understand the people that are like, oh, I don't believe in God because, like, I just don't believe in it. How can you not believe when God only stands for good things? What has God in the Bible said that's, like, bad? Like, that he's like, oh, yeah, you should kill thy neighbor. Y'all should rob and steal. Like, it says, do not rob and steal. Like, love your neighbors. It's all good things. So when people are like, I don't believe in God and I don't like God, I just think you're a bad person, low key. Like, I'm like, okay, like, you just want to be sinful probably. And that, and that's fine. Everyone has their free will of choice, and God let those people have free will. That's fine. Okay, I won't knock a person for not believing in God. It's just like me personally, I will believe, and I'm going to talk about how God's changed my life. That's it. And we all have our calling, and God has a purpose for everybody. So whether you want to follow the purpose that God has for you is really up to you or not. And like God tells us, spread the good news. You are saved. You are saved. In the Bible, you guys, it says we are already saved. We are already righteous with the Lord. Like me, you, we can all go to heaven. I used to not want to believe in God because I felt like I was going to hell. I literally was like, you know what? I'm going to go to hell anyway. So I just may as well not be a good person because I'm going to go to hell. So like, who cares if I have sex with whoever and whatever, right? Because it's like, I felt like I was going there. But that's the devil tricking you into thinking that you don't deserve God's love. The whole point of the Bible is Jesus, he sent his son, Jesus, to die on the cross because we are such sinful people. Like before with the Noah's Ark, right? Dude, there was no, that was Old Testament, right? Old Testament, Jesus had not came yet. Okay, there needed to be sacrifices. They had to sacrifice blood for sin. All that. There was sinful. There was sacrifices. God was like, you know what? I'm going to do the ultimate sacrifice for these people and send my only son, pure, because it had to be pure. And it's a form of God. Send him down to the earth. Okay? Live a perfect life. I'm telling you, perfect life. He never sinned. He never sinned. And he was tempted in the desert 40 days, 40 nights. With the devil tempting him. Okay? Tempting him. And he was starving. He was not even eating no food or water. I'm telling you, before I really got into like reading the Bible, I used to think, why do people fast? Like what? God has never in my mind told me to starve myself. Never. Like I didn't read the Bible. I said I was a believer. I believed in God. Did I read the Bible? No. I didn't. To really understand God, there's one thing to believe and there's one thing to read the Bible, okay? I was calling myself a believer and I never picked up the Bible one time. So I didn't understand why do people fast in church? I didn't understand it. Because it gives you a sense of sacrifice. Jesus literally fasted 40 days, 40 nights. They only ask you to do it for a little bit. Like churches are like, oh, like, you know. Literally shows you what he had to go through with the devil tempting him at the same time, okay? Like, you're in a weak state when you don't eat for at least like 3 days, guys. 40 days, 40 nights. And we fast for a reminder. It reminds you what Jesus had to go through. Like, and we can't even do it for that long. So imagine what that man had to go through. Because I was like, why do people fast? That's so dumb. Like, Jesus never told me to starve myself in my mind. It's the representation of, like, do not forget what he did for us. Anyway, yeah, guys, I could go on for hours about this. Like, I literally gotta wrap it up. But I'm probably gonna talk about God more on my channel, honestly, because, like, he's done so much for me in my life. He helped me get out of a toxic relationship. And, like, when you start reading the Bible, you have more, like, it literally says you have to spread God's word and help other people, because we're all struggling. And I'm telling you, the Bible will help you. You have to listen, though. You have to listen, do what you can. I know it's hard. It's super hard to put all your faith and trust in God, but he only wants what's best for you. He does. So I hope Aileen really shares more of her story about, like, you know, her reading the Bible and, like, you know, what she's learned and stuff, because I know it will help people. For sure, I know her story is going to help somebody. I'm telling you, if she's leading people to God, she will help so many. She has the perfect platform for it. And I just, like, felt compelled to talk about this just because it's, like, it was so crazy how exactly her story was, like, the same as mine. I was like, no way, we're going through, like, this. We went through the same thing. It's, like, really crazy. Yeah, I mean, I know she's seen some of my videos in the past, like, you know, when Alex was cheating on her and stuff, and, like, you know, people send her my videos. So I hope she sees this. Honestly, I know she'd be watching. I know she has me blocked on Instagram. Like, I'm so sorry, girl. Like, I guess I would block me too. I get it. It's not coming out of a place on, like, hate, you know? It's just, like, I relate so much to you, especially in this aspect. Like, not maybe your whole life, but just this one in particular. It's just, like, I know what you're going through. And it's all love on my side. Nobody's going to judge you. Like, you know, obviously, I've went back so many times. I think lots of us have went back to a toxic ex more than we should have, okay? It's no judgment. We, like, people that are, just see what you're going through and relate to you, just want the best for you, because, like, it took us a long time to get out as well. So, wishing you the best, girl, and, you know, cheers to your new journey with God.